Hey guys, Reckless Rush here and welcome to a brand new video. So this video will be slightly different. I know that I've been doing quite a few different videos, but this one will be for sure a one-time thing, unlike the others, which they're just like new videos that might be actual series in the future. So essentially something funny happened to me a little while back, I'd say a week and a half ago, and I was planning on doing this a lot earlier, but like I said, things got in the way. So anyways, I wanted to share it with you guys, maybe you find it funny as much as I did. But essentially I joined this tournament called Faction Wars. You can actually visit the Faction Wars server, Discord server, through the official Stormbound Discord server. But anyways, I'll leave a link to the Discord server for Faction Wars in the description. So if you want to, you can go ahead and check that out. And let me just describe a little bit of what it is. So it's pretty much for fun. And you join the server, you vote to pick a faction that you want to play in. This is all equals, right? Just like standard rules for fun. So equals, starting 3 mana, you base health to 10. And essentially what happens is you vote for a faction that you want to be in, you get put into it, and then you pretty much craft a deck. You're pretty much, in a sense, think of it like the faction is your team. So if you want to play Ironclad, everyone on Ironclad is part of your team. And as a team, your goal is to beat the other teams. So you want to accumulate as many wins as you can within a certain amount of time. There's like a time frame that you have, and you have to pretty much win within a certain time frame, like against other people from different factions as much as you can, right? And what's fun is that there are certain limitations, like they do card banning, so you aren't available to all the card pools. Sorry, you aren't available to all the cards in the card pool. But anyways, I wanted to have some fun, and I actually joined it, and I did have actually a lot of fun. I met a lot of nice people, and to be honest, this is my experience. I joined it and I wanted to actually demolish people. Like that was my initial intention. And let's just say that didn't happen. Instead, what happened was I'm the one that got demolished. I think I won, 3 games and I lost maybe 10 to 12, something like that. Yeah, so I got pretty wrecked, but I had a lot of fun and I wanted to try and Swarm is my homeland. So I had to play with Swarm. And it seems like Swarm is actually doing the worst out of all of them. But anyways, I wanted to make this. I'll put the deck list on the side here so you can see what deck I'm playing. But essentially, it's like this late game Ami type Swarm deck where you pretty much have to just survive. I literally wanted to play survive. This is where the concept from attack and defense came from. Survive as long as you can, stall to the late game, and then win. That's pretty much what this deck was about. And I also included harvesters because I started realizing that it's kind of really strong, and people started playing quite a bit of harvesters against me as well. So this is deck list. It's not the greatest. It's not the best. It's not the greatest. It's not the worst though. But anyways, I started recording a little late here. But anyways, what happened was they just played one card, so it's fine. Here they just played Heliotroopers, and then here let's just go through it together, I guess, right? So I'm looking to Vengeance and then Doppler here. That's why I cycled Shady. In this deck, like Ami is pretty bad value wise, so realistically I'm going to cycle that like for sure. If I get a Harvesters early, it's so good. Early Harvester's so good. I'm going to actually speed up a bit here. Okay, so they just played Toad. They didn't have any good turn either. But you can see how bad this was. Like, they didn't have a good turn, but I know that next turn that Toad is going to attack my unit, and then it'll buff the Toad by 3 strength. So I end up having to do this play here, which I didn't want to make, but I had to do it because otherwise I just lose out on so much. So yeah, that's the play I made. And then, okay, they play Siege Breakers. Siege Breakers are a really strong card in equals because if you get away with dealing damage to the base, it's OP. Here, I just wanted to play... Actually, it's kind of interesting. I could have just played Harvesters here. Yeah, but I mean, Harvesters, it doesn't do much, does it? It's just like 1 more strength. Yeah, that's why I don't want to do that. And then I wanted to play Spare. I didn't know what the best positioning was. Again, I'm not actually a equals player myself, so I'm not like amazing, but anyways, just wanted to get any value I could here. I got a decent placement actually. That's pretty decent placement because I want the spare to trigger for the 3 strength there. Oh, I remember this. This is not fun. That's pretty unlucky. Because if it attacked the other way around, I believe, yeah, it wouldn't have. If it like that confuse effect kind of thing, it registers as like 50-50 there, which one the spare will attack into. Or sorry, which one the other unit will attack into, the spare first. And yeah, it just didn't, that was unlucky. This play sucked too. I don't know, this deck, something else. But some games were actually pretty fun, and this was one of them. So this was definitely one of them. So, okay, so I played Ami here. That's interesting. Oh, right. I want to play the dragon, but I knew that if I put Dreadful there, then the Loris would have just attacked into it. So I was like, okay. I could have also just played Dreadful in the back, but not a fan of that. So at least I didn't misplay there because that would have been pretty dumb. Blood Ministers. Blood Ministers, I can do Harvesters. So this was actually pretty sick. This was pretty sick. You already know the play. It has to be done, right? I was like, I don't care if I lose. I have to do this. You have to do it. I get a Harvester, Ami, and equals. The next turn, I'm pretty sure was pretty sweet because of Vengeance. So they play Soul Crushers here, I believe. Yeah, Soul Crushers on the left, and then Healer Troopers on the right. And yeah, I mean, you kind of have to Vengeance this board. And then there's not like any, it kind of, wait, am I trolling? Oh, wait. I mean, there's an obvious Adric play there. I don't know if I missed it. Okay, good. Yeah, there you go. But you're going to see my spare just dies here again. Like, my spares this game were pretty bad. They didn't really do much for me. So that's the board. I'm just stalling again. I'm just surviving. They get a pretty nice spare. Like their spare triggers. My spare doesn't. Oh yeah, that was annoying too. Yeah, so I had a couple options here. And I don't remember what I do here. I think I use Siege and Harvesters though. Because I want to save Crazy Bombers for that dragon. Yeah, Harvester, Siege, there you go. Okay, I'm just gonna skip a bit. Looks like their own Siege, Toad for the buff. And I have double Ami in my hand right now. But I can't really use it yet. I can use one of them. Obviously you can use a stronger one. So you do this, and then you just play. You don't want it to actually attack into the unit, otherwise you won't get the copy back. So you do that. You play Loris, good card. They definitely get. Oh yeah. This was so confusing to me. They actually didn't do anything with their 6 mana. I'm not sure. Okay, never mind. Sorry, I was mistaken. So I remember this now. They did use 3 mana, but I was like, I thought they were gonna like drop something really big. And this is kind of where it gets a little fun. I don't remember what I do here, but all I know is I spam a bunch of Ami. Let's see. Yeah, that's definitely the play. Oh, I wanted to trigger spare, so I think I do trigger spare here. Yep, finally a good spare, a decent spare. And this is pretty fun. 3 mana, 5 strength, 1 movement in an equals format. To get that kind of value, you need like even 4 mana is a 4/1. And this is a copy. So like I can just spam this. 3 mana, 5 strength, 1 movement. It's kind of crazy. You don't even get that value for, let me see. I guess you can, yeah, this is like basically a 5 mana unit like Soul Crushers. You can compare it to like Soul Crusher Heroic Soldiers. I mean, technically it doesn't have like the 1 movement for dealing damage, but you know, because you don't want it to actually trade into anything if you can. So yeah, they did 5 damage to my base. That was really unexpected. I was like, dang, that was just pretty random. And then here it was kind of sad because, you know, let's just say got ahead of myself a little bit here, but I knew I wanted to clear, and I was like, okay, if I base lock and clear, I just win the game. So you just do that. It's easy game. You win. What I didn't know is that in Faction Wars, you don't get to see your opponent's deck. So you don't know what your opponent is playing, and they can switch their deck within the best of 3. After 1 game or 2 games, they can switch it. And I actually jumped out of my chair at this point. Oh god. I was like, oh god. I could have blocked that too because I had Shady Ghoul. I had so much. It's so easy to block. And I was just, oh, I'm so dumb. And I just gave away my 3 mana as well. I gave away my Ami because I had to hit into the 5 strength. Which I actually didn't even have to hit into it, technically, because I'm not really in any danger. I mean, unless you're considering like Tagore plus something else, like another 2 movement, but they just played their 1 pretty strong 2 movement, so not really. And yeah, we'll just say the game doesn't go too well after this. So it's pretty crazy. This is like crazy. So I have to deal with all of this. I'm like, what the heck? How do I deal with all of this now? Not even possible. And honestly, I do a pretty good job defending here. That's the interesting part. So let me see. You get a nice crazy bombers on the left there, but I need to. Oh, what's the reasoning behind this? I want to make sure that. I want to make sure that both the dragon and spare, like spare and wandering die, so that the spare doesn't trigger. So that the spare doesn't trigger, the death effect of the spare doesn't trigger to the wandering. So I wanted to make sure they both die. And yeah, I think I was like already handshaking because at this point, you can already know that they're gonna draw a Salty Outcast anytime now, and then just win, because they just need any 1 movement like Soul Crushers here, Loris, Salty, and that's game. So that was my craziest game in Faction Wars. I had most of the games were pretty one-sided, not gonna lie. I didn't put up much of a fight because this deck was just mostly for fun, but I did have a great time. I will leave the link in the description. So once again, if you're interested, go ahead and join it. It's free, just for fun. And you can just learn. You yourself will learn actually quite a bit. Equals is a really different format from regular ranked play, and you actually learn a lot about like positioning, value. There's like a lot of in-depth things that you have to consider whenever you're playing an equals game. So that's it for the video. I don't want to keep it too long, so that's basically it. The giveaway is going to end very soon, so if you want, you can check that out as well. And I'm actually excited to see the winners. So thank you guys so much for subscribing, and thank you guys so much for watching these videos. I'm going to be posting a lot of different videos in the next upcoming weeks, so stay tuned. Okay, bye.